back yet.
That dreadful Simon Ball can. I swear he tips them off. Where are we going?
3:30. Lottie will be closing now. How about the Ritz?
Oh, talk sense, dearest. Not while I'm dressed like this.
I'd say
What strange ancestors you have, Jane. All so serious-looking. It's as if they're gazing into my soul and finding something rather horrid.
Well, they probably are.
I say, Mary, what do you know of...
I have a strange longing to play something crimson and obscene by Busoni.
Or a rag. Do let's have a rag.
Oh. How boring. What good's creme de menthe, child, when I wanted a piano? Naughty salt. Mother might just have some in her compact.
Trade. Lady Maitland's son, Miles, howled and confessed to an intimate beastliness involving 5 guardsmen of the royal household, 2 marines...
Oh, my dears, this is the this-most of them all. To Manchester races tomorrow for the November handicap. Count Zeldorf, now romantically linked, green bowler hat, sweeping society. Green bowler hat... Imagine.
It might be you, Miles.
Adam, if only I could so do with the money. Oh, by the way, I do hope you're all going to come and see Tiger here and his darling little racing car winning the RMS trophy next week. Oh, darling, he's not called Tiger for nothing. Behind the wheel, this cherub becomes a demon.
Go back now, then, before it gets dark.
We're family.
Oh, yes. Which car?
Tiger Labouchere. He's my husband. What is it about boys in goggles? Spare mechanic. How blissfully savage.
That means I shall be stopping next lap for petrol.
What does it mean if I wave this flag?
But you want me to stop?
But Angel Botty, why should we want you to stop?
One of the officials might want the number plate clean. Now, look here, Miles. Less of the Angel Botty. These people know me.
Well, clearly they don't, darling. But don't worry, I shall be discretion herself.
Agatha, darling, you know, you really shouldn't have waved that flag.
My dear, how awful. Why not?
Well, it's blue. That means he's to stop next lap.
Lord, did I wave a blue flag?
My dear, you know you did.
How shaming. What am I to say to him?
Let's go away before they come back.
No, I think we'd better. Might be curious, mightn't he? Let's find that divine...
Oh, look, there's your boyfriend again. Persistent, I'll give him that.
Auntie must powder her nose. Would Miles be a darling?
Oh, my dears, that's lucky for me. A really good story on my second day. Probably remembered a party somewhere. I expect you'll find it neatly parked and polished and pretty in Berkeley Square.
I beg your pardon. I take the trouble to find you your...
Don't be stiff and pompous, Tiger, dear.
There's so much as a scratch on her bonnet.
I don't think she was wearing a bonnet, to be honest. We've just heard. They found Agatha at Euston Station.
Staring fixedly at a model engine in the central hall, apparently.
The station master asked her name, and she just pointed to her arm and said she was the spare driver. So they've carted her off to a mental home. What? Did you, get your fortune?
The Major's too drunk to recognize me. He's just gone...
Aggie, darling, how are you? Goodness, how gothic, how gloomy, how grim. I bought some records in a funny little shop.
You are angelic. Do let's try them. There's a gramophone under the bed.
I saw lots of people at Margot's. Some are coming round, do you mind?